One day, I went on vacation to Puerto Peñasco, Mexico, with my 3 kids. We met a beautiful street kid named Cesa. Cesa was 12 years old, as we found out later. He didn't know his exact age and didn't know how to read nor write. He told us that he had been living on the streets for 3 years. We started spending time with him every day. He introduced me to his friends and his brothers who were also living on the street and sleeping in an abandoned building. I noticed that Cesa was hiding a bottle of glue in his sleeve. I realized that, like all the other kids, he was addicted to glue. He didn't want me to know. I told him, "Cesa, you don't need to hide. I know what you're doing, and I will always love you just the way you are." We asked Cesa and everyone else not to sniff glue inside our bus, but I made it clear that there was no judgment on our part, that we would still love them despite their addiction. As we got to know Cesa and his friends better, we realized that they were also smoking meth. They washed car windows to support themselves. During Christmas break, there were a lot of tourists and a lot of business. The extra money was spent on meth, and their addiction went out of control. I had already learned a lot about addiction and discovered very powerful ways to cure it. The best way is called an ibogaine treatment done with an African root named iboga. These treatments normally cost between $5,000 and $7,000. We provide them to street kids for free. And we also showed them 2 documentaries about meth and the consequences of a meth addiction. I offered them an ibogaine treatment. I translated YouTube testimonies for them.
It's been the most empowering experience of my entire life. The most truly medicinal experience of my entire life. The most beautiful thing I could have ever done for myself or anyone could ever do for anyone.
Cesa was the youngest, but he was the most determined to kick his meth habit. He said yes to a treatment from the very beginning. I gave Cesa 2 ibogaine treatments and a lot of other therapy in between.
¿Y ya es el tratamiento?
Sí.
Muy bien, Cesa, muy bien.
He did?
I spent a lot of time looking for Cesa's mother and helped him reunite with his family. Sí.
Ríete tú también, César.
Háganlo así. La May.
Una,
Dile.
2, 3.
It's been almost 2 years now. Since then, I established a healing clinic and rehab for street kids in Puerto Peñasco, Mexico. We have made friends with 16 street kids and helped them all quit hard drugs. Most of them are completely clean by now, and only a few are still sniffing glue, but in much smaller amounts and are getting better and better. We even managed to cure one of the kids, Ramon, from autism.
Y a las 2 pertenezco que las 2 tienen su puesto. Fui tranquilo y mamá decidió y ya no me la sé.
We go to Mexico every few months and usually spend a month with the kids. We would love to spend more time with them, help more of them, and establish natural healing clinics and rehabs all over Mexico and ultimately all over the world. We have been able to create something very unique. A rehab where no one gets locked up and no one is forced to do anything. The idea of forced treatment has always bothered me, and I just couldn't bring myself to do it to anybody. No matter how sad the situation got, I never felt that I had any right to violate anyone's free will, regardless of their age. We don't force these kids to do anything, and they're not merely patients to us, they're our friends and family members. I love them to death, and the more time I spend with them, the more they feel like my own kids. When you truly love people, you give them a reason to begin again. Everybody wants to heal and everybody wants to be happy. People need to be given a chance and an environment of unconditional love, respect, and support. We need your help so we can help more people. Please help us make a difference in the lives of many street kids. You can be sure that every dollar you send us will go a long way. Please send us your tax-deductible contribution. Thank you so much in advance.